weird start or end to the season with 9 people. I don't know why this season has so many less people racing than F1 24. 24 has way more people. Okay, welcome to NPL season 11, race 16. We're at the final race of the season, where we have, on this grid today, we've had John's won a race this season, Harry's won a race this season, Dervas has won a race this season, Fabian has 2. That's 4 of the people in the 9 drivers racing today. DJ Lambert is winless this season and in his career. Dan has got 6 career victories, but not a single one of those came this season or last season, and he is driving today. We have Felix, who has got his first career podium this season, but he's looking for a first win maybe. David Goat is there, taking a fat dump right now, says Dan Maurice on my chat. Nice one, Dan. I could do the piss myself, quite frankly. I think I'll do that after sprint quali. Next season, hopefully we'll have more people and we'll actually enjoy racing with all the people. No, but like, it doesn't make any difference. Like, no, there's no reserve drivers that want to race either. I don't know. Well, why aren't they racing though? Like, I don't understand what they need to see. They can still contend for the championship. They just won't be for a constructor. They still get points. I don't understand why they don't just race anyway. Tell everybody you know in the Discord that they're a pussy. Dan, that's illegal in Parc Fermé. You're gonna get banned. Oh my god. Crazy work. We're looking at John here. Is he gonna fumble pole like he did yesterday? Let's find out. Dervas on mediums, so 2 is Fabian. I'm the commentator, bitch. Wherever I say goes. I made that rule. I can distort it. Heiser is not racing, which makes me very sad. I'm gonna cry. Anyway, looks like John. What's the corner? Oh? Did someone say something? Didn't think so. John is in first. Harry in second. Come on the track. I want to race, Alistair. I've just been. I can't read the rest of what you said because fuck the PlayStation chat system. John now on the back straight. He's already used a lot of his battery here. This could be a problem for his qualifying. As he heads down the straight. Did Harry just say he has wing damage? There's not any visible damage, so it looks like he'll still be able to get pole. Pretty nice and committed. Right, so Dan looking for first laps to lap. We have 1 minute 35.2 from Day the Go. I wouldn't trust John in this situation. So John will give a toe to Felix. John also has a 1:31.8. Very good lap. Incredibly good bank lap, actually. Hold on a minute. That's actually very competitive. Considering he ran out of battery at the end. Oh, 32.9. Fabian on the medium tyres is 1.1 seconds off the pace, as you'd expect. And there is Nairo Harry on provisional pole for the sprint race. It's a sprint qualifying, and there it is. Harry with the 1:31.6. That's something I've ever done at the track. Dervas across the line goes third with a 32.6, 3/10 quicker than Fabian, who was on the medium tyre. Felix then is going to get a massive monster toe here from John down the straight, I believe. Felix braking pretty well. John out giving a toe to Felix. People need to deploy their batteries more. I don't know why I don't save them so much. I know it's a long straight, but come on, dude. Looking at Felix now as he continues on. Across the start-finish line. Felix why John is moving out of the way more. What is John doing? Oh man, and John just ruined Felix's lap. John, I might have to give you a penalty for that. I don't know why Harry is manically talking about how he is going to... Anyway, I need to be more energetic. It's the final race of the season, guys. Ah! Anyway, let's do this. Down across the line, what's he going to get? And it is a 1:31.40. Goes on for a shot off of the sprint race. Ah! And Harry giving a slipstream to Dan, a better slipstream than Harry was given by Dan. And that means he's now on provisional pole way with a 31.4. Great lap from Dan. This is only sprint quality. And Dervas on the medium tyres once again, hoping to save Sauce for the qualifying. Not a bad strategy, honestly. It's only the sprint race, so if he can do well on these tyres, then he's golden. Flat out there through turn 2 for Dervas. Looking very connected there. Ugalama was a 1:34.2. I don't think he can do better than that. Let's see what he can do now on this attempt. Wow, very committed to the first corner, looking very clean. Oh, just slightly missed time to turn there, but he's still not bad. Yeah, a little bit slower through that second corner. I don't know what happened there, but he just seemed to lose all grip through the second corner and just didn't go very far. DJ now heading into this corner. Nice and committed. And DJ Lama, what's he going to manage here in the middle sector? Let's find out when he comes across. Yellow flags are out as Dan is moving aside for Dervas. He's on the medium tyre. Fabian though changing to the soft tyre. Interesting. Is Dervas going back to the pit lane or is he trying to lap here? Let's find out based on his lap time and based on whether or not he goes to the pit entry. Brakes very late but very committed, very nice. Flat out through here, and yes, it looks like this will be a pretty good lap for Dervas. I've missed the middle sector, so I don't know how competitive this really is, but heading down into the final corner now. This is actually a really good lap. Hold on a minute. Yes, he does improve with a 32.3 and the 9/10 off on the medium tyre and very old medium tyres. So Dervas actually has the pace to be quickest there today, I think. He looks very good at this track. He's always good at these kinds of circuits. Very nice, fair and plus great for controller players like himself. Definitely one of the best controller players in the league. I think DJ Lama managed to across the line. He goes 7 tenths quicker with a 33.6, but he just doesn't seem to quite have the pace here. Meanwhile, Unchosen's at a 1:32.9. He's not all out currently, he's just going back to the pit lane, I assume. He's run out of time to do another lap, I'm not sure, as David Goetz on his out lap, and Felix is only just coming out onto the track for his first lap of the session. Dervas laying ahead back, I think that's it for Dervas this session, to be honest. Fabian, though, is back in the pit lane. I think he just switched to soft. Is anybody on a lap? Let's find out. I think DJ Lama has... John has now, yes, just started a lap. So it looks like the top three are all working together to give each other a tow. Hashtag champ crackers. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Dan, not worried about a sprint pole here. Fair enough. It's not even get it to your statistic anyway. Graham Crackers has been busy, that's what he said. Sorry, but yeah, Graham Crackers has been busy, that's why he hasn't been racing. On nice braking zone, turns nice and early. Car goes in a bit deep. Gets the chicane a little bit there, but it's fine. And Harry now should get the move on, so he doesn't lose time to run down the straight. Really, it'd be best if we got him right as he gets the DRS. I reckon it's the best place to catch him for a tow on the track. Find out shortly. Down here. Alright, yeah, he's coming up on him now. He should get going. Should have given a big tow down the straight for John. So should definitely help him. Get a huge tow. That will give a great top end speed. 218 for John now going into the final chicane now. Brakes very late. But very nice, very committed through the final chicane. This could be a good lap here. What can he do? Will this be pole position? It's a 131.4 to beat. He's 4 tenths off at the moment. Can he improve by 4 tenths? And that was his outlap. I'm joking. It said his outlap on my screen. He got a 31.7. So he improved by half a tenth. You know, on my screen it said outlap. I don't know why it said that. Fabian is about to do a lap on the softs, and Dervas is going to try a lap on the soft. I think he's already on his lap. Or is he on his outlap? I don't trust this anymore. We're watching John here as he cuts the chicane. Felix trying to get a lap done. He did not do a lap before he went to put in before he could, because he got beaten by John, but let's see whatever. Oh, and David goes to the tyre. Did he crash? What? Fabian on a lap here. Purple first sector for Fabian as he heads through the middle sector now. This is where things will get interesting. I'm going off of the graphic down, it's probably wrong. According to the graphic, he got purple, but it's probably not. Fabian though, heading down. John's retired from the session with a big crash. Yes, he is, and he's got 80% battery to use. He got a purple middle sector according to my graphic. He is a second up. Second up, he's got half a second to gain in the last sector on the cars around him, and to be honest, with the amount of battery he has, he could very well do that. Let's find out. Oh man, this is going to be real tight here for pole position. And Dan is ahead of Fabian here for sprint pole. Fabian on the soft tyre. There comes Fabian. Will he get pole position? It's going to be so tight here. There should be a massive gap for pole. Oh my god, yes it is. 3/10 of a second, and Fabian gets the sprint pole with a wonderful lap, very tidy. And shows him on a lap here. He's 4 tenths down on the first sector alone. Who the fuck is talking? Shows him being given a tow by his teammate. This could be useful for him in the session. Maybe he can jump himself up into 5th place. Yeah, I don't know who's playing that horrible sound. Yes, indeed. Down into the final chicane. What can he manage? Heading through into the main straight. Can the Ferrari manage to usurp 5th place on Devos and get a career best qualifying performance? No, he won't. He was 1.1 seconds off the pace, and Felix would pit and end the session there. Why do we have to wait for Felix to fucking pit? Oh my god. You know what? I'm taking this opportunity to take a massive piss. Thank God it's only. I thought it was. I thought it was a formation lap. Thank God. Anyway. Anyway, here we go for the sprint race. Let's have a look and see what the tyres are on. So only John is on the hard. Why are you on hard? John is on hard. Not the best strategy probably for a 9-lap race. But, Fabian is weaving excessively down the straight. That is so true, Dan. That is indeed Jonathan O'Toole. Yeah, you follow our account. That almost got fucked. John Nathan? It's actually kind of funny. It's actually funny. Imagine his name was Jonathan Nathan. That'd be awful. John actually got disqualified. Yeah. If only if he couldn't, he just drove into him. How high is tyre wear on Vegas again? I forget. Tyre wear is horrible on the rear tyres, but it should be manageable today, given that it is not a front limited circuit, and rear tyre wear is fine on F125. It's the front tyre wear that's the problem. Let's have a look to see what's going to happen here today. The Las Vegas Grand Prix sprint race before the race. Here we go. 5 red lights from the drivers. 9 drivers on the grid. This is 5 less than we had last season in NPL. Here we go. It is. Lights out and away we go. Under the floodlights in Las Vegas. For a good start from Fabian. Harry gets a decent start himself. John being put under pressure from the cars behind. As you can see through the first corner. Oh, John making contact with one of the Ferraris. Was that Unchosen or was that Felix? It was very close. I think it was Felix actually there. And there's Dervas going through turn 6. Now, that's it. I mean, it's in 6, not turn 6. That's turn 2. Anyway, down there right behind Fabian. Oh, and Harry forgot to change his deployment because for some reason he turned it off during the formation. I know I did that too, but just don't forget. Anyway. And Harry now chasing down Dan and Fabian. He still has a chance to catch up to these guys, and he's definitely have the pace, I reckon. Getting very close there. Harry, are you playing with a wheel? No reason. Dan though, heading through into the long straight. Will he send a fat dive bomb on Fabian? This is sprint race. Come on, Dan, do something really cool. Yeah, he is. He's using battery. He's got a slipstream. They're both not even deploying battery. And yeah. Dan, you should do something. Oh, you're boring. Dan was boring and didn't do a move. Oh, John hit the back of 9 there. Here comes Felix for 4th place. Oh, we almost spin around there, and there's Dervas now coming behind. Has he got damage or something? He's fallen off the back of these cars, which I wouldn't have expected. Here comes DJ Lama in 7th. Not one of his best tracks. Here comes Dan though, chasing down Fabian with a purple last lap for Dan. Top 2 looking pretty similar on ERS figures. The top 3 even. See how this goes here. And there is 9 bear. Harry doing those Ayrton Senna type throttle inputs. As he heads through turn 2. Just constantly getting on and off the throttle. Dan thought about a move on Fabian into the corner here. This is what Dan would have wanted last season in Las Vegas against Dylan when he was at McLaren. The teammates with Dan. But never got a chance to show his real pace at the front of the field that day. So today, hoping to get retribution and overtake a McLaren. In this case, it is Fabian. Funnily enough, Fabian drove for Williams last season, which is the team that Dan's driving for now. So let's see how this goes. They basically swapped teams from last season, these two. So heading into the corner now. What can Dan manage? Fabian going a little bit deeper. It's Dan looking pretty good here. Barely looking close to these guys. He's going to want to close in though if he wants to get in this fight. Dan will almost certainly take this position away from Fabio. There's no way he's going to be able to defend this with the DRS. Down the straight, here comes Dan, finally battling in NPL. We rarely see it because of the stupid dirty air in this game. But on this track, it doesn't matter. Here comes Felix on John now. He actually has more battery as well. Going streaming past. Will John send a move on the inside? I think he pushed him into the corner there, but I can't tell. He might just break late, but it's very close in this battle for fourth. Fabian though is right behind Dan. He's deploying battery. And Ninebear trying to stay back, or trying to get up to these cars in front. But not quite as fast as the top two, I must say. Looks like Dan is on the pace today at Las Vegas. There's Fabian though. Fabian right behind Dan in this battle for first. In the sprint race. Can Dan get a sprint win? I guess you could count that as the 7th win of the season. But of course Dan would rather win the real race. But and Ninebear though chasing behind. Felix has dropped the leaders, but John is battling him hard for fourth. I don't know why John chose hard. That doesn't make any sense. But heading through chicane. Felix going in deep. John also pretty close. If I didn't hit the wall there, somebody said on the inside. I don't see any visible damage on his car, but in the chicane, it's easily done now with the curb. Fabian though may have some minor damage, and Dan has since pulled a little bit of a gap. Someone called Ihan Kawaja said Fabian better win, I bet on him. I don't know who the fuck that is, but welcome to the stream. And Fabian has been betted on to win this race, and I think there's going to be some limbs taken away if Fabian doesn't win. So Dan, you might want to think about your fellow countryman Fabian here, if you want to your fellow streetman even. It's Vizzle, hi Vizzle! Welcome to the stream, my boy. You can see Fabian now down into the first corner. Can you make a move? And Ninebear just doesn't have the pace today. I don't know why. He just can't seem to keep up with Dan and Fabian. Meanwhile, is that Fabian sending a dive bomb on Dan? What the fuck? Oh, he did. Oh no, Dan. Dan disconnected from the session. You're kidding me. Yeah, you are. Felix is already within your DRS, and so is John, so... Oh man, this is really fucking up the race. As Dan has disconnected from the session since joining back, maybe? I don't think he has yet. Dan trying to, but that's very heartbreaking for Dan, who was going to win the sprint race. Now it's Ninebear's turn to chase down Fabian for the lead. Will he manage to do so? It's going to be a difficult feat, but Harry could very well do it. Fabian's very quick, so it's going to be a difficult fight for him to win. Let's see what he can do. And off the corner, here comes Ninebear. Very good corner. He's now going to just about maybe get in DRS, really. Into the DRS, he has it. And Ninebear in DRS now. Who's Dan's internet provider, says Ethan. Dan, who's your internet provider? You might need a new one. Dan is now 7th in the sprint race because of his internet. When I get over to Amsterdam, I'm throwing hands, says Ethan. Yeah, Dan has very bad luck with his internet. First and last race of the season, it seems. Well, Felix is in a podium position now in the sprint race, with John now in 3rd, trying his best. DJ Lamada in 6th. Yeah, you are very unlucky with that. That's not your fault at all. Ninebear doing anything he can. Really should be saving battery as best he can. Dan went to near dead last. Basically, CB, Dan disconnected from the session and has since gone down to 7th place, and that's very unlucky for Dan. But he must try and press on and get as many places as he can from here. He's definitely one of the fastest drivers, if not the fastest driver today. So he and Fabian were very quick. Ninebear has since picked up the pace here. I think it's because Fabian is saving a lot of battery to defend here. Oh, Felix gets a 3-second time penalty. That's going to dearly cost him today because, of course, this track, the cars followed quite well. Damn, the guards are preventing a win here. Indeed. Dan, divine intervention has affected your ability to win a race. Oh, Fabian really showed a great exit, but he just slid so much off that corner. Heading down the straight, what can he do? Trying anything he can. Fabian's not even using battery here, he's not even worried about this. Harry needs to just save batch. I don't know what he's doing. I can't lie. But anyway. Yeah, now he is, okay. John in third place. Good step. Miami race agent and the commentator. What the fuck? Who's complaining? What happened? Here comes Dan in sixth place. He's got past DJ Llama and he's already pulled out DRS. Well, not quite now, but he was for a second. He will now set his sights on Dervas in fifth place, and I reckon he can still very easily get onto fourth here. John should actually be quite quick at the end of this race. Let's find out. Speaking of, he's getting a lot of time on the leader. My god. John could actually end up being a contender at the end of this race thanks to that weird strategy to go on the hard. If that actually ended up working, that would be really cool. Fabian though, right behind. Oh my, they're so close together. Harry is really holding up Fabian here. This is going to really benefit John if we somehow manage to lose time despite that. And Fabian is very close to Nimber now in the middle sector, who is holding up Fabian massively. Doing anything he can. But the difference of battery is noticeable between them, I must say. And John now in third, chasing him down. Felix with a 3-second time penalty. But currently, as it stands, finished down in sixth place. Unfortunately for them, but John will absolutely get in this lead fight before the end of the race, I would reckon, which would be great news for these guys. Meanwhile, Unchosen's also going to fight with DJ Llama for 7th, two South African drivers in the lead, battling each other. There is Fabian going for the lead now on Harry, heading into this corner. They're literally banging wheels down the straight, so close to contact. Fabian's going to send it on the inside. Will Harry try to go around the outside? He will back out. That was a smart move. Fabian going very deep into the corner, and that could give Harry a better exit. And it does indeed, I do believe. And let's see. Fabian just slightly pulling away. Devas gets a penalty now. John has gotten into that DRS range. Now I didn't see that coming, but there you go. Despite them being in DRS, he managed to somehow get in DRS range of them, and now he's going to be in a chance to win because he's on slightly better tyre life, I'd reckon, by now on the hard tyre. So this will be actually a good chance for John to win. And meanwhile, Harry is losing touch with Fabian here. This is not good. Don't make contact in the braking zone. That was so close. Harry moved over just a little bit in the braking zone on John. Almost made contact with the front wing. Meanwhile, Dan. Oh, Felix in the wall hard. That could be a safety car. How is that not a safety car? Felix just went straight into the wall. Oh, yeah, it's lap 7 in fairness. And that's why there's no safety car. Devos on the inside of Dan, side by side in the chicane. It's so close between, but Dan does make the move. And Dan goes by, and now John needs to push hard if he wants to close in on Fabian, who is pulling away with the race leader. No. Felix has spun around again here without a front wing, and he's retired. That's a shame for Felix. He will not score points. Don't know why he did that. He could have maybe scored points if he likes to go, but anyway. There goes Harry, past John again. This could be an easy sprint for Fabian at this rate. And now down back, the chase. There's Dan now trying his best. They are quite fruitful with the warnings, aren't they, Dan? As Dan chasing down Devas for fourth. This is a great battle between these two, actually. They're both on like literally zero battery. It's 2 up to 0 in the sprint now. And Harry once again using the center tricks as he comes off the corner. It looks like it's throttle assist. I don't know why he was doing that. Change strategy. Will John send it down the inside? He does not. Stays in line. Now Dan. Battling with Devas. On the outside goes Dan. Devas would be unwise to try and move here, and he does not. Fabian, if I'm not mistaken, you look like he was going real slow for the chicane. And now, off the corner. That was weird, the traction control just did not seem to want to work there for Fabian. Fabian just cruising away with the race win here, and with 1 lap to go, it's going to be really difficult to get anywhere near his DRS range. John should be fine to close in with the DRS and the ERS. Let's see how much he gains on the straight. He has to make up a huge gap on Fabian. The better tyres, he should have better tyres by now, surely. John needs to push on if he wants to win the sprint race. He has to gain 7 tenths in the middle sector alone. And probably using the battery down the straight. And there's Dan getting a 3-second time bot, which means he has to now finish ahead of Devas on track instead of just. I know, but that means that's why I said that, Dan. Anyway, Harry now is lost DRS range on John. John is going to chase down Fabian for the race win here. He should lose time in this race because Fabian was deploying battery. All going to come down to these final constraints. What is John going to do for ERS management on the final lap? Is he going to go for the win here? He could do. Make everything he can. Driving into the wall, trying to go quicker. Meanwhile, I think I'm missing a battle actually. Unchosen battling with DJ Lama here in the middle sector. Wow, great defending from Unchosen now. See outside, it's DJ Lama versus Unchosen for 6th place. Down inside they go, they're still side by side. This is the slowest battle I've ever seen. Why are they just like trundling through that sector? That was weird. Trying to give it to the space. I'll just watch this fight until the leader Fabian goes across the line unless he crashes or something. I highly doubt he will. John is closing in on the straight, but just doesn't quite have enough, and this was a pretty uneventful sprint race today. DJ now, going down towards Unchosen. And wow, Unchosen had so much battery to use, and that's actually managed to fend off DJ Lama because of it, despite his DRS. And Fabian wins the Las Vegas sprint race in the final race of the season. Oh, and DJ breaks way too late. That's going to cost him a chance to get 6th in the sprint race. It will be 7th for him. There we go, we'll get a point here for Aston Martin. 2nd place, John. Harry 3rd. Dan 4th, robbed of the win because of his internet issues. Devas in 5th place. Unchosen in 6th. 7th goes to DJ Lama. There they go in 8th now. There they go, ultimately for a point for Aston Martin. His first point of the season for There They Go. I think, or his 2nd point even, let's have a look. Let me check. I don't actually know. Fabian wins the sprint race at Las Vegas. It could have been good, but Dan unfortunately lagged out, and the battle for the lead was ruined by that. And then John 2nd, Darboy in 3rd, Dan in 4th. And with Devas 5th, Unchosen in 6th, Gilama 7th, 8th for There They Go. And Alexis and Naz retired from the race after getting damage and crashing. Whoever's watching Reels, do you have nothing better to do with your time? Is that Dan? It's not. Ah, it's John, of course it was. Muted John and the sound stopped. So, yeah. So hopefully the race is more eventful. We only have 9 people. I'm kind of worried it's going to be a shit race. I'm not going to lie, F125 is really mid. Like, it's great to drive, but racing is impossible because of the dirty air. And I honestly think this game is just as bad as F124, if not worse, because at least on F124, you could race. You know, I'd honestly say for league racing alone, F125 is actually worse than F124. Even though F124 was a horrible game, this game actually has worse racing and makes it less fun. It's like the 24 battles were sick though. They were so good. Like you could have multi-car battles with the whole field. Yeah, but that's what made it good. It was fun. It was like they were not just Australia, like Qatar, Monza, Brazil, like F122 was another level of shit eating. I mean, I had good racing, but like it was just undrivable. I fucking hate that game. Worse than F124. F123 was amazing. It was like combining the best part of F125 with the best part of F124 and putting it in one game. That was good shit. F124 was good though because you had the battery saving like you do on this game, but it also then went with the fact that there's no fucking dirty air. Harry got damaged because he was on his. He has got damaged. He was on his phone. The right side of his wing is gone. Hopefully 26 will be nailed. I agree. I hope so too. I don't know what that means, but I assume that just means good. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. See what the mom does. What was I looking for? I was going to do something. I don't remember. Anyway. He's driving. Yay! DJ Lama is slowing down. Is he going to give Dave a turn? Question mark? Is he even on a lap? I literally can't tell if he is. That was like the most, oh, I'm sure. Billy did say he wanted to get a wheel, which would be good for his career, because then he'd definitely go quicker than he already is. I'm going to invite some random people, see if there's anyone else online that we can add to this session. Nope. Hopefully the smaller cars are noticeable and make racing easier. I agree, Gunfuckers. Meanwhile, Felix goes quickest with 132.7. Careful qualifying. Good job from him. Just across the line. It will be Dave. Let's see what we can do. 135.8, not the best lap from him. John, though, will come across the line next. You have loads of battery on the farm straight. 131.8 for Fabian. Nowhere near as fast as his lap from before. 31.7 for John. Good stuff. And now Harry's turn. Pick up, says. Let's look at. Dan says his lap is already horrible, but we'll find out if he can improve his lap through this section. Like Dave has gone way off the track to avoid hitting Fabian there. It's like Dan is spamming his ERS on and off. Bro thinks that strategy works. Yeah, you're right, it does. Here it goes then, down, heading into this final section. Should be able to deploy all his battery down the straight. And come out on top. Wow, that was a terrible lap. Down with a 33.0, that was not the best lap from down there. About a second and a half, more than a second and a half slower than his lap from before. In sprint volley. Goes into a 33.2, and Fabian, DJ Lama goes third with a 31.8, that's the pace he was looking for. There. It is when you're behind someone, Ethan. You know what? I know everyone wanted dirty air on this game, but if F125 should make an update where they just remove the dirty air and put it the same as last season, because I swear to God this game will literally be the best game ever. Yeah, for real, I was going to say that. Make it an option, whether have dirty air or not. Like, obviously you still have dirty air, but just make it less. Or even just make it so you can like add a multiplier of like the dirty air. That'd be cool. Yeah, for real. Like one guy, there's loads of different videos where he like also like increases the grip. Yeah. About the first sector according to the game, at least, for Harry. Harry now through chicane, getting a little bit on the curl. That might offline a little bit, but now very, very committed. That was a very good corner. This is a very good lap from Harry, from what I can tell. Hard to say from this, but from what I can see, looking pretty connected for Harry so far. Harry, oh no! Goes wide and just taps the wall. Hasn't got damage, but that will cost some time on this entire straight to the cars around him who has a cleaner corner. We'll see though if it really helps him out. Dan going for another lap there. He sure looks like he is. So Harry now. Oh, Dan disconnected again. I think he did. That's a shame. Dan, I'm worried that you're going to get this again in the race and you're going to lose because of it. Yeah. Harry goes there. Oh, Fabian goes quicker with a 31-4. Looking for his third win of the season is Fabian today. Why are you worrying? There's 10 minutes left in the session. You'll get back in 10 minutes. Or is panicking for no reason? Yeah, probably will. That's why I have my room. Literally, because of that, that's happened to me before as well, Dan. That's why I have my routine room always next to me before the race starts, so I know if even if I did up, I could just press the button and be like, okay. How you want a good third? Now the problem with NPL summer season has been the case in the past. No one races because they're all on holiday. The first time... Ethan just said in the chat, by the way, Dan, you anxious bitch, carry the fucking team. I muted John for this exact reason. He's playing TikToks down the mic and it is not capable. Graham Crackers, we are starting season 12 the weekend after this one coming up. So this weekend after this one, obviously, so this weekend, which is obviously the weekend of Zandvoort and F1, we are going to have no NPL, and then the week after that, we all go back to racing. So it's a 1 week break basically. 1 week break from racing, and then the weekend after is season 12. And we'll start at Bahrain, Australia. I can't be asked. If you're going to do preseason testing, I'm doing races. We're not doing any of that bullshit fucking, like, driving around practice. Yeah, I just want to do laps. Yes, Graham, you should be able to make first weekend. I hope you do. Just like Bolton. He had to go on a lap. So it shows him that's not his lap actually. Oh, he's down. He seems to have a knack for not improving his lap. Just every time he does a lap, he always just goes slower than the sectors after. I don't know why. It's a coincidence, but he's not improving so far. But we'll see what the final sector does for him. Down the straight, he's 8th currently. Not too far off down. His lap has obviously just come out onto the track. My screen, he is redlining 5th gear. I don't know why. I see. Dan is burning fuel, that's why he's doing this. And yellow flags are out for some reason. Is that because of DJ? What? I don't know how loud. I don't know why there's a yellow. But the only DJ's on the track in that section where the yellow flag was. Yellow's turn 1 is that unchosen. He's stopped in the runoff area. He's stuck. He's stuck. Press reset to track. Press reset to track in the pause menu. Oh, that works too. That works too. Your AI card did it. There we go. He's out of the way now. Hopefully, it doesn't impede Dan. So Unchosen getting stuck in the first corner runoff area. I've never seen that before. This track. Dan very fast, slight lift, but it wasn't very direct with that second corner. I've noticed Dan does seem to think that the momentum is carried. I've noticed that if you lift a little bit on entry and you just get on the power straight away, you just cut the inside so much, and it really does gain you a lot of time. Dan turning bits from there. It's difficult, yeah, it's difficult to be consistent now because the timing needs to be perfect. Very nice turning there, that's done using the little bit of trail braking. I don't know if he did that on purpose, but yeah, definitely got some nice rotation in the entry to that corner. After corner he comes, good lap so far. Good boost off the corner with the ERS now, using the battery down the straight, heading down the straight through this right-left section. This is a decent lap for Dan, better than this first lap was. Will he be quick enough to go quicker than Fabio on that? Very nice corner there, and he almost got off the corner. It says purple, he's a second quicker than previous laps. So at this pace, with this much battery to use, he should just about. Oh. How do you see that? Did get a toe slightly from the Ferrari there before the braking zone. Dan beach on the curve a little bit there, quite cost some time. But nice exit there still, 40% battery to use. This should be good for Dan. I reckon this is a front row lap from Dan. We'll see if it's quicker than Fabian though. Oh wow, Dan way off the pace. 30 to 0, 6 tenths slower than Fabian. Where's his pace gone? Old tyres. Dan needs to pit right this lap and get back out straight away if he wants to do another lap. Only 5 minutes to go in the session. So DJ, is he on a lap? Yes he is. He's 400s up and he's got loads of battery. According to the game, the perfect middle sector. Actually, this is a really good lap from DJ Lama. He's 2.5 tenths up on this already pretty decent lap. That will get him in the low 131.6. And he's got more battery this time than he did last time. Heading down the straight. This could very well be a provisional pole lap from DJ Lama. Let's see what he can do. He's coming off a really, I say, a career best performance. Oh, really using the curve there, but it was a great corner. DJ looking very committed on this lap. Not got enough battery on the end of the straight though. This could lose him a lot of time. He's trying to cut the inside and oh what? He lost all his time at the end there because he didn't save his battery well enough. That's such a shame for DJ Lama there. Why did he crashed? Oh, he crashed. Felix, are you able to take a joke? Not seriously. Anyway, Fabian though, heading down to the straight. No, I don't. I only do because the jokes are unfunny. Fabian goes down the straight. He's sort of waiting. He's not even wheeling and getting a temperature in the tyres, he's just waiting to start his lap. And Harry, with the invalidated out lap, is coming around. DJ Lama was damaged on the front wing. Will have to pit and come back out if he wants to do another lap. Why now? Now, why is Jesus dead? Indeed, Jay the Goat, unfortunately. That's not drags, by the way, so. What? It said DJ has damage. No, that's fine. You're right, Ethan. Day the Goat does not need qualifying because Day the fucking Goat is no other than the Goat. Hence why it's in his name, you know. 06 stands for like for real. He won in 2006 in NPL, the first ever season that no one talks about. It's lost media, so it doesn't count as season 1. But Day the Goat was a 2006 NPL champion. Back when we did seasons for a whole year, like in real F1, it was against some of the best drivers in the world. He beat Jarno Otmar, David Tanitsa, and Brendan Lee to the championship in NPL season 1 in 2006. It was a very good performance. But that's why Day the Goat is Day the Goat himself. Meanwhile, Dervas is retired. Did he crash by himself? He just pressed retire, I think. But we got enough fuel for that, Harry. Anyway, so Harry's doing that. Fabian is not on a lap. He's coming around again. I'm not sure what happened there. Why is the yellow flag still out? I don't care. There we go. 1 minute 50 seconds left. Whoever that is that just came out the pit lane needs to be very fast because they're not gonna struggle to get back on. I think you'll just about get back in time, but don't get caught lacking. You may as well cut the chicane on your out lap because then you won't get invalidated on your lap. Harry there, slowing down to get a gap on John and Fabian in front. Here comes Fabian. Let's watch. This could be the potential pole lap, so we'll have a keep an eye on this one. Yeah, I'm going to predict that this will be the pole lap. Say that, and he goes very, very wide in turn one. That might cost him time. Very committed though. Went very wide though inside. This isn't looking good for Fabian from what I can tell. I don't know what is quick in this game, guys, but we'll find out if this is what he needs. Down into turn 3. Hit the wall on the exit. Pretty committed through there though. Very nice. Really beat his lap from sprint quali that was a 1:31.1. He's been way more committed, but is this gaining him time? He heads through here now. He's got 80% battery to use in the final. I think it's in the final sector where he gains most of his time on everyone else, because no one else seems to know how to save the battery quite as well as he does. Breaking in very nice and committed. That was a beautiful corner for Fabian. This could very well be the pole, because that will give him a huge advantage down this entire straight with how much time he gains. Could he have gained his time back from the mistake on the first few corners? Fabian heading to the final chicane now. And down the straight, can Fabian get pole position here with this lap? This looks pretty decent, but is it quicker than his first lap? And John absolutely dies. And it's a 1:31.1. That was a very good lap from Fabian. What's Dan going to manage? He's 4 tenths up, but is this enough for pole? Or isn't enough for the front row? I reckon it is enough for the front row. What's Nando is not going to finish this lap, I reckon. He does go. Oh, and Dan gets the front row on the final attempt there. Just like last time, he's behind a McLaren on the front row. Last time in Vegas it was the same, and now he's going to start second. It's pretty much the same as the sprint probably. 31.4. Shame for Harry there. He said he fumbled his lap. And he almost got beat by DJ. It was very close between them. It was, I believe, 27,000 between them, if I'm not mistaken. Am I stupid? No, it's not. I'm stupid. It was 17,000. Jesus, it's very close. Yeah. And Felix now in 7th, chosen in 8th. Yeah, this is going to be hopefully an entertaining race. We'll see if it surprises us here. I'm going to mute John. Wow, Felix almost... I didn't even notice. Wait, Felix did a lap at the end at 1:31.8. What a lap. He goes 5th. He was 2,000s quicker than DJ. Wow. Damn, so Felix could have genuinely got 3rd if he used his battery the right way, but that's very good. Very good lap. Vizsel says, Fabi better win. Goo, my glorious teammate. Hi. I think my stream might be glitching a bit. I'm going to check if it still works. Dan, people like to lower their fuel, they like to change their setup, they like to change their strategy. So get absolutely silenced, wench. Let's do this! Time for the formation lap, gang. Let's do this. Fabian first, Dan in second, it's John third, and Harry in fourth. I hope Dan wins for the sake of this season. So we get a new winner. Maybe DJ2, maybe Felix, maybe Unchosen, maybe Dave. Dave's gonna win. Yeah, I know he's gonna win. I'm just sad about it because he's so dominant. It pisses me off. DJ has one more race to get a win. I can't read what's going on. I want to read what's going on the track because it doesn't show me on there. Let's have a look at this. So. So? Oh wait, yeah. You would be ahead of him if you were on the same. Wait, I don't know how that works actually. Usually I make it so whoever got the points first is ahead, no matter how good the position was for the car behind. But I'm a commentator, so I get priority, guys. Alex is faster than DJ. Yes, DJ has one more race to get a win this season. He missed his F2 chance. Hopefully he capitalizes in F1. DJ has one more moment where he calculated. Did you let slip? Anyway, I hope everyone enjoys this race. This is the final race of NPL in season 11. It's been a crazy season. We've had a lot of interesting stories. We got Harry getting his first career win, Felix getting his first career podium. I got my 7th championship. We got Fabian getting 2 wins this season. We had loads of different lead bites. We had John getting a win at Qatar. Dan got disqualified. John got disqualified from the formation lap. So did Felix and DJ Lama. Dan, did you not hear everything I said? Here we go. One more race in NPL in season 11. Will it be a banger? Let's find out. It's lights out and away we go for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Good start from amazing start from Fabian. Dan gets a good start too. Will Harry send a move on the inside? He tried it, but Dan's going to go around the outside and hopefully get away from this pack. Look at the landslide behind them. What is going on? A huge accident! DJ Lama flying through the air. What the fuck? And that's going to do a lot of damage to DJ's car. And he's already got loads of damage. And now we've got the positions of Dan is now third. He's behind Bear Boy now. He's going to chase down the car ahead of... Oh wait, what's that? That was another incident. Is that Unchosen and the Ferrari going off into the wall? It looks like he went deep into the corner. And he's got damage now in the other Ferrari. And you can see David Goat chasing down Dervas in 6th place. You have Felix in 5th. Down a place for John, and down a place for Dan. What a start from Harry from 4th to 2nd, and already chasing down Fabian for the race lead. He's looking pretty confident here. Well, DJ had a good one, said Ground Crackers. Cola will be Verstappen against you, Alistair. I do not give a fuck. I genuinely believe Cola. By the way, guys, I spoke to Cola about their pace, about her pace. Basically, that 130.9 that they were talking about was on F124, not on F125, because they didn't have the game. And I got a 1 minute 30.2 on Las Vegas, so I'm fine. I'm fine. Anyway, Fabian going into the final chicane now. We have the possible strategy, we have a 1-stop strategy. We could do a 2-stop, it could be worth trying it. As for some reason Fabian is so quick on the straights. I don't know why, he's just having really good exits. Meanwhile, John and Felix are side by side for position now in the middle part of the lap. Going into the first corner, will John send him down inside on the hard tyres? We thought about it. And meanwhile, Data Goat going past DJ as he goes into the pit lane. And now, Dan actually murdered someone. I think it was DJ. I'm not sure. We'll have to investigate after the race. We'll investigate after the race. I think Dan might get a penalty for that, which would be terrible news for Dan in this race, and his hopes of getting a win. Oh, yellow flags. Is that Felix into the wall? He spin around. Has he got damage? And here comes Data Goat going around him now, around the outside. Can he get the move to stick? He does. And Felix has no visible damage, but he has spun out of position. He was in 5th, and now is all the way down to 7th. He's got Data Goat now slowing him down. This is terrible news for his race. And now Bear Boy chasing down Fabian now for the lead of the race. Can he get a move on DRS here? Well, did it go? And Felix are battling. Did Felix go in deep or something? I'm not sure what happened there, but he's lost position once again now to Did it go? And they're battling for position down the straight. Meanwhile, it's about fourth here. Dervas has a huge slipstream on John, heading in for fourth place now, going into the final chicane. And it looks like he does make it on the inside. It was a nice move there from Dervas. And John there is right behind him, chasing him down using his battery. And the top three still line astern. We have Fabian leading from Harry in second and Dan in third. Fabian gets the fastest lap of the race there. No one could beat it. It's very close between them though. Harry and Dan need to work together to try and overtake Fabian if they want a chance of winning today. It's far from over, so I think there's a purple light sector for Harry, so looks like just the advantage is swinging to... Wait, what? Why did my graphic not tell me that? Harry got fastest lap, I can't read, or it's either that or the game's broken. It might be that, maybe there's like a power issue in Vegas again, or something like that, some stupid shit. Once again, John's starting on the hards, looking to go long in this first turn, not a bad idea to be honest, as he is now currently battling with Dervas, who's right in front of him. This is a good battle for fourth place between the teams, been raging on throughout the race. The only driver, so we have top four all on mediums. John is on fifth place on the hards. We have Felix in sixth on the medium tyres as well. David Goat is in seventh on the medium tyres as well. And then we have the last two, DJ and Unchosen, who have just pitted. They are on the hard tyres. So we'll have a look at the position changes. Of 3 places for Dervas, great start for him. 2 places for Harry. Down a place for Dan. Down 2 places for John. And yes, I do believe I wouldn't have told this to Alan. Meanwhile, but Harry's taking the lead of the race. Why can't I see the gaps? Let me see the gaps. There we go. And Harry, look at Fabian right behind him now. Oh, he hit the wall. Hit Fabian. And he hits the wall again. And he hit him really hard now. And he's got damage. And now, Fabian has probably just cost himself a chance to win the race in the early stages. And now Dan can choose time for the lead against Harry. Absolute scenes here. He almost hit the fucking wall by himself. And Harry against the fastest lap again, and Dan will now chase him down as best he can. Harry looks very quick though, looking for his second win of the season. Dan looking to dethrone him. I think, according to what CB's just analysed, I think I agree with him. I think Dan might get a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. And Dan agrees. Dan, if that's the case, I think you should get... I don't know if that's 5 or 10. At the start of the race, I'd say 5 seconds is more fair than 10. It's the start of the race, people are congested, it's realistic for there to be anything like that, but it was still your fault. I think, well, since it's been decided, yeah, why not? I mean, I think that's kind of unfair, because some incidents get investigated after the race, so it's hard to say, but yeah, the way I see it, if a driver can admit they're at fault and take a penalty mid-race, then they can serve it, that's what I think. Because it's still a setback, it still will set you back in the race, so it's not over yet for Dan or Fabian for that matter, because he has a lot of battery to use, but he's also got front-wing damage, so Fabian's race coming undone once again, his consistency being his one main issue in NPL, it would seem, even now. Dan trying his best to close in on Harry. Oh, he got beached on the curb, goes in deep, and that's going to cost him a huge amount of time on the exit. It does indeed. No DRS on the straight. Fabian's right behind him, he had a really good chicane in Fabian. And without even using batteries, closing in on Dan, that's crazy. I guess they both aren't using battery. And neither is Harry, so the top 3 all not using battery, and that is going to give John some encouragement to close in on these guys. He's finally pulled away from Dervas, who's 3 seconds behind. But this battle for the lead is electric here today in Las Vegas. But yeah, you're right, I think Dervas... Oh, Dervas spun out. I didn't realise this as I was watching the lead fight, but Dervas has spun out at 4th, giving the place to John now. That's terrible, but he's still going to have 2 places in this race, so we should be happy about that. Oh, what the hell? Look like Fabian made contact with a ghost car going through turn 3. What the fuck was that? Anyway, oh, Dan's sliding on entry. Really struggling for traction on the entry. Well, he's lost 3 tenths to Bible because of that. Oh, and that's going to be good for Dan because now Harry lost loads of time, and that could give Dan encouragement to get the DRS on him. Fabian, despite his damage, is still right behind both these guys, so this race is far from over. Here comes Dan on Harry. And as John said, while you're getting up on the 13-year-old, there's some DRS games being played against Fabian here. John will lose so much time on this race, it's going to be crazy. And here we go. Fabian still has more battery than both of you, by the way, so just be aware of that. And, yeah, that's very true, actually. Dan, your biggest problem is your battery saving by far. Don't get caught lacking with Fabian, because, yeah, the problem is you want to be in a position to... Yeah, this Fabian now goes again. And John has closed in on his leading cars in the corners, but loses all his time again in the straight, so not looking good as they ebb and flow throughout the lap. John, you have to explain yourself. I know how cars work. Anyway, Dan in second. You should do. Anyway, Dan heading down towards Harry now in this middle sector. Oh, he's gone in deep again through that corner. And the top three are so close. This is one of the closest lead fights we've had all season, actually. As we often see at Las Vegas. Look back to season 5, but me, Ronan, and Tice had a wonderful battle for the lead for the entire race. And Harry now. He's got 3 places in this race. He's being chased down by a hungry pack of cars behind him. You have John with a lot of battery to use, so he's actually getting a lot of time. John's closing in rapidly. John can win the race at this rate. Once again, John with crazy race pace. Here comes Dan though on Fairboy to the outside of the corner of the chicane. Can he make a move on the outside line? He's going to try it. Harry goes in defensive into the corner. Can Dan set up a switchback? Fabian is there too. This is going to be a crazy fight down the straight. And now John, despite the DRS, the time we lost with the DRS, he will gain loads of time on the exit of that corner, surely. No, he doesn't. Last time. Missed out the back corner, as now Dan is right there, so is Fabian though. It's so close between these top 3 cars. But Fabian actually looking great here, despite his damage, has way more battery than the top. Yeah, Fabian looking insanely fast today, and despite his damage, so I think Fabian will more than likely win this race on this kind of pace. I have confidence in all of you, but let's be real. Fabian is going, oh no, as I say that, Harry's driven into the wall, and I think the confidence he really needs is in himself, because he's just driven into the barrier by himself. And now he's side by side down in the middle sector. This is a great move. Oh, and they're still side by side. Why can't I see? There we go. And now Dan heading through this. This battle is really helping John out. He's closing huge amounts of time on this front running fight. And now it's Harry leading the race. Dan in second, Fabian in third with loads of battery to use. Can he get a double overtake on the straight? Oh, he almost hit Dan. He's going to go down the inside like Verstappen in 2023 on Russell. He doesn't make the move stick. And now Dan will go down for the straight and try and get a move on Harry. This is crazy racing here. And yes, Fabian is deploying huge amounts of battery here down the straight. Will he go for that double overtake? John did not get the DRS. Fabian with this huge run. Will this be a 3-wide move here? Dan goes to the outside. Will Fabian do the same? He doesn't have the battery to do so, or at least he's not deploying the battery to do so. And now Harry hits the back of Dan, contacting the train racing. What is going on here? Oh, and John gets a 3-second time penalty. And to be honest, that is expected. He's done what he done in Qatar. What? Oh yeah, you're right, I see what you mean. Anyway. And now Harry. Yeah, Ethan agrees with me. Fabian's winning this, he says, and honestly, I see why. Fabian is, despite having damage, absolutely cooking on pace right now. And oh, he almost hit the back of Harry. But what's good about this is it's making Fabian get nerfed in the way that makes this race sort of a BOP effect, where now the top 4 are all in DRS range of one another. Here comes Fabian. Will he make a move now on Harry? They're all saving ERS in the first, but Harry and Dan are really struggling to save battery and keep Fabian behind them. So this is really intense racing. John is doing the same, saving battery in this middle section of the library here as well. We have a 4-car train. Look at this racing. Absolutely fantastic here today in Las Vegas. We love to see it. I wonder if we'll see a ginormous 4-car crash in a battle for the lead soon. That'd be really funny. And if we gave Derdas the win, I wouldn't even be mad. Papa John is here, says Ethan. Oh, Harry's sliding through the corner, and this is going to give huge encouragement to Fabian off the corner. Harry using his battery, so too is Fabian. I don't think Harry realises how cooked he might be on the straight. Here comes John with a massive slipstream now. He's got a huge run on both of them. Will he get a double overtake going down into the final chicane? He's going to, oh, he had to back out of that. As Harry drifted, he was meandered to the left side of the track there in front of him. Side by side into the corner, can Fabian go around the outside? What a move! That'd be sick if he does make it. Brilliant overtake, best overtake of the weekend by far. That was an insane overtake from Fabian. Beautiful overtake. Despite having damage, he went around the outside of Harry. Meanwhile, John getting over around the inside of Harry now. Harry moves his 2 places in 2 corners. John will now set his sights on Fabian in front. Harry diving it to the outside of the track. Hasn't got the traction to make a move. And now, John with great traction will chase after the leading cars. Dan is leading the race from Fabian in second. John is now third, and the top 4 all have very strange battery amounts, and it looks like Fabian's now the one deploying battery the most. What a weird race this is, but what a great race it is, as Harry now is still within this fight. Just needs to be careful not to lose touch with the leads. He's really struggling for traction now on the edge of these points. He lost so much time there. And much like the sprint race, he's really just costing himself time now on lap 10. This is where the hard tyres will be way faster than the medium, surely. As you can see, Harry really struggling with traction there, and he's almost outside DRS. He's got loads of battery though, so he should be fine. He's got more battery than everybody else in this lead pack, so if he deploys the right way, he should be able to catch up. Meanwhile, Fabian is right behind Dan. He's also saving battery a lot, so it's looking like battery saving is key here in Las Vegas, as you would expect. Dan now heading through. Look at this train through this corner. Dan had a great exit. Fabian did too. He's going to have a... Oh, Fabian is going to absolutely fuck Dan right here. Here we go. Fabian goes past Dan. John's going to do the same, I'm sure. And Harry might even get on this fight too. You never know. Could it be 3 wide down the straight? Oh, it could be. It's so close. Oh, it's so close between these 3. John goes to the inside. It's 3 wide for the lead for the first time in ages. And he's going to go for it down the inside. Goes John, what a move. With a speed double overtake. It's so close. They're going to crash, surely. Oh, in contact with Fabian. How did they make it work? Insane. What happened to Dan? Did he crash? Oh no, Harry has damage. And he's going to go into the pit lane. Does he? What happened? Oh, terrible news there for Harry there. Is he now have to back out? He's going to come into the pit. Is he going to serve his damage? And Harry now is repairing the wing. We're going to talk about that, Dan. And they're now chasing down the leading cars. And now Fabian versus John for the win. I wouldn't say that 3 seconds is a penalty he has. He can serve that in the pit lane, by the way. Do you want to serve your penalty, John? You can do that. What do you mean? Oh shit, yeah, you're right. If you do it in front of Fabian, yes. It's Dan now in this fight. And, oh, Fabian moving out the way to avoid it. Fabian's actually avoiding going behind John just in case. Fabian now, without using battery, is going to have a huge run on John. Side by side, heading into chicane once again, lap 10 here. Will Dan try and send a double overtake? Side by side into this corner. John, though, oh, he gets hit. Will Dan go past? He does. And now Dan's turn to chase after Fabian in the lead of the race. Fabian looking so convincingly fast here today. Fabian, with his damage, is still the fastest car on track at the moment, which is incredible to say. Fabian is definitely going to be the favourite to win at this point. Even though he has damage, he's got no penalty to serve. Meanwhile, battle for 8th place between Unchosen and Day the Goat. And DJ Llama now gets headed there back because he pitted. DJ Llama, I think, is yet to pit though. Have a look at the pit stops. Oh, never mind. He has pitted. Was DJ? Hold on. When did he pit? Oh, he pitted ages ago, didn't he? Will I podium again? Says CB. I wouldn't be surprised. That'd be pretty cool. Now, battle for the lead continuing on between Fabian, Dan, and John. They've sort of spread out a bit though, because Fabian is very fast, even with his damage. Just think how quick he would be without that damage is quite scary. Dan though chasing down Fabian for the race lead. Fabian is really good at these technical street circuits where braking zones and turning is the most important part of racing. Let me just check. Actually, does Fabian use ABS? Let's find out. Surely he doesn't. He does. Oh, Fabian went very deep into that corner, and that's going to give Dan a really good run off the corner now. He's going to try and move, maybe. Is Fabian going to pit? Looks like he is. Fabian pitting early here. Could be a difficult, a bad decision for it. Oh, Dan's going to pit too. He's going to serve a penalty. Oh! Oh, he made Fabian speed in the pit lane! Oh, no, Dan. Oh, Dan. Wait, oh, that's terrible for Fabian now. And now Fabian's race gets even more undone. This is insane. What the fuck is happening? Now John's penalty doesn't seem so bad. And now Dan is going to come back out in 6th place! After... Oh, yeah, you can't serve your penalty, can you, Dan? If we had pit assist on. I thought it... Okay. But anyway, he has lost a lot of time, so I do believe it. DJ is struggling for traction. Of course, he put it quite a while ago. And 10 up all hards. Fabian, because he got hit by Dan, sped in the pit lane, and that was because of Dan's pit assist, but I don't know what to think of that, because it was still Dan that caused the incident, so I don't know. Well, yeah. I guess Dan wouldn't have known that Fabian didn't have pit assist until just then, so that's hard to penalise. Meanwhile, Dervas is in DRS range of Harry, and actually has more battery, so imagine him getting in this fight. How many old are his tyres? Hold on a minute, Dervas could win the race, imagine! That'd be awesome. What a crazy race here in La Vegas, one of the best races of the season, I must say. Up there with Imola if it continues at this rate. And Fabian leading the way by a comfortable margin, about a 10-second time penalty, so it's going to all be down to how well these cars, the leading cars, can get through the traffic. But this has really spread the race out. I hope this doesn't ruin the race. Around the outside, can Harry go? Oh, contact. DJ was on the curb on the inside. And Harry does go past. Harry, though, with damage. Yeah, that's a good point. So, I honestly, whatever, I think Dan's fine. CB says that's penalty worthy, mate. Can't ram people in the back in the pit lane. It will ruin Fabian's race if he has to pit again. So what he means, but so meanwhile, Dervas, his fresh hard tyres, is trying to get past DJ as quickly as he can. At least send a move here, that'd be a bit good. Should really be saving battery instead of deploying it. What do you mean? Yeah. I think you should, to be fair. I mean, you didn't exactly serve it. I mean, getting damage from it, it's not about the result, it's about the fucking necessity. What's the phrase called? I mean, you can say the same about you, Dan. Because you have put assist on. Well, I don't know. Well, we'll investigate that for the race though. We'll see how the race plays out before that. John trying to get as much of an overcut as he can on these hard tyres, but he's sliding everywhere as I just came onto his onboard. He has absolutely no grip left on those hards, but the longer he stays out, the better his tyres will be at the end of the race, and the higher chance he has of winning. So John thinking about the long game, but he's losing heaps of time to Fabian. However, because of track position, should be really good here actually. Dervas is actually, because he hasn't got any damage, in contention to get a podium here today. And as it stands, he would actually finish second on track. So Dervas could very well get even a race win, it's not out of the question. He's within 10 seconds of Fabian, and he's not losing time to him either, so it's really looking close here. And as you see now, Dervas heading down to the straight. And now Dervas going towards Harry. This will be for a net P3. P2 even. Dervas is quicker than Harry and is out overtaking him. Oh, hits the wall on the brake. Oh, he got hit in the rear by Harry. Harry needs to stop doing that. He's done that so many times. Harry, you need to practice braking before you need to. You know what I mean? Like, brake earlier than usual, because when you're behind someone, you got to do that, man. Devas crosses the line, 9,000 across the best lap. And Fabian, though, pulling away with this on-track position, but with this strategy for John, if he can make it work, I think he should pit either this lap or next lap, because then he'll have really good tyres for the rest of this race. He'll come out in the middle of the pack, but John will go on an absolute tear through the whole field with those fresh mediums, which are much quicker than the hards, when they're fresh at least, especially at a track that's so traction limited. But Harry's still right behind Dervas, and this race hasn't actually been that bad. I mean, about the same as Brazil yesterday, I'd say, but a little more interesting with the drama and the great racing at the start of the race. So, what, John? What do you mean? Okay. Anyway. Wait, rain? How's it? It's Vegas. How's it going to rain? It's a desert. Fabian is gaining so much time on John. John needs to pit, I think. There's no point staying out because he's losing about 3 seconds a lap on Fabian now. Like a genuinely ridiculous amount. I can't even believe how much time Fabian's gaining on him. He's not even gaining that much time on Dervas. He's just gaining so much time on John. So he needs to start pitting, I think. And see what John does here. He comes into the pit entry. And he comes in. There we go. And he comes. Fabian takes the lead of the race, and John will now pit and see what he can do on these mediums to the end of the race. Yeah, John genuinely lost 4 seconds that lap pretty much, so tyres were completely dead. Oh, and crucially for his race, he comes out behind Dan, but he will be absolutely insane. A lot faster, let's just say that. Dan is closing in on Bear Boy in front, and Dervas. And then see. Now Harry has DRS on Dervas. Still very close, and Dervas isn't losing that much time. He's only lost about half a second last 2 laps to Fabian, so good pace here for him. And as it stands, I mean, that penalty will still count for Fabian. I hate to say it, but it will, because he's still spreading the pit lane. So Fabian will, as it stands, Dervas is the net race leader, so that's crazy. We'll see what these guys... This is a battle for the race. This is an insane race. So Fabian needs to pick up the pace if he wants to win, because he needs to pull 10 seconds on the cars behind. Dervas in the net race lead is battling with Harry, who has got damage, so Dervas could genuinely win this race if he can stay within 10 seconds of Fabian and pull away from Harry. I'm genuinely convinced he will win this race, so we'll see what John can do on his fresh tyres and the 3-second time penalty, which he hasn't served, I must say. So John needs to then pull 3 seconds on Dervas. This is a crazy race, full of penalties and full of drama, and still no one knows he's going to win. Very similar to, this reminds me of Australia Season 9 in the way it's playing out. And there goes John breezing past, and Harry's staying behind Dervas, who's slightly quicker for now, but Dervas losing time to Fabian through there. Fabian is setting hot laps in front in the field here now. Looking very quick and very metronomically consistent too. So, looking good for Fabian. At this rate, he could still very well get ahead by 10 seconds, but as it stands, he's actually behind all of these cars in the top 5. So, Fabian will finish probably 4th actually after the penalties get applied. We'll see. John needs to be going as quick as possible, of course. He's got the fresh medium. He's looking to make quick inroads in the cars ahead and hopefully get a chance to win. He'll definitely get the fastest lap of the race at this rate with these tyres. He's being chased down by Dan now in his DRS still, despite just being overtaken by him. Dan's race, coming undone a few times today. Is that his AI car driving? I was going to say... Oh, that's a shame for Dan, that's good. I already did. And John there is right on the back of Harry now. And this is looking good for these guys in front. They're getting very angry at NPL as here goes John off the exit of the corner, heading towards Dervas. With this DRS, can John go past 2 cars in one straight? That actually isn't possible. What a move this would be if he does. A double overtake! Crazy! And he does! Go around the outside of... Oh, Dervas going to defend it. Oh, that's not good. Oh, it's bad. And Dervas sent it. Oh, what a move by Harry on the outside, what the fuck? 3 wiper position around the outside, through goes Harrington, and he goes into 2nd. What a move! Yeah, you're right, Ethan. Dan could have stayed near John and got a chance, but that was insane racing there between those guys. 3 wide for position through a pretty much an undrivable corner. And now John is looking poised to win this race. He only has to gain 8 tenths on Fabian and he's won the race because of his penalty, but he still has to pull 3 seconds on Harry. So this is pivotal now. Harry could still win this race. This is insane. I do not know who's going to win this race. It could be anyone. It could still be Dervas. Like, it could be a lot of different drivers. If Harry can stay with John here, he could still get the win. Well, you don't have to stay with him. Just stay within 3 seconds of him. That's all you have to do. And you still get the win. Now Dan has Felix to worry about behind. He's struggling a lot for traction here. He's gone down a place this race. Dan's gone down 3 because of his Wi-Fi. Again, Wi-Fi being an issue for Dan all season, especially in the first race in Australia. We've seen it a few other times too during qualifying, but thankfully I've had any race issues until now. However, he has had a few issues with that now. John sets the sights after Fabian. And John will just cruise to a win here, I think. I mean, I think he'd overtake Fabian on track as well at this rate. So John, using the overpowered overcut, seems to be a trend. This will be 2nd win of the season for John, matching Fabian's number of wins this season. And he would have to do so by beating him on track or just by beating him with a penalty. Meanwhile, oh, big crash! Dervas and Harry have now collided, and this is great for Dan because now he has a chance. Oh man, they're going off the track. They all collided. This has caused complete chaos in the midfield. What happened? Oh no, Harry's loads of damage. He's pitting. Damn. I think Dervas should get a penalty at least for both, maybe even both those incidents. We'll have to find out later. He never does moves like that, so I don't know what he's doing today. It's a difficult track to overtake on in fairness, but that's not necessary. DJ now, with the drivers in his sights, could he still get good positions in this race? Has he pitted again? He has pitted twice, so he's actually going to have a great chance here to overtake these cars in front, thanks to that incident. He has much better tyre life, so now DJ Lama's in the fight. Now Dan is back to 3rd again. This all works out nicely for him. John chasing down Fabian once more. I think, by the way, CB, I think Fabian will get the penalty. Wait a minute. What is the strategy? What was Fabian's strategy? What do you mean will he still have his penalty if he goes hard till the end? Obviously yes. Well, I mean, he could pit and dump for mediums and just gun it and see what happens, but you serve his penalty and lose too much time. Safety car would save Fabian's race because then he could just pit and go. Dervas on the outside, side by side with Felix in a very dangerous part of the track. This could be the safety car you were looking for. Oh, it's so close between them, side by side, and Felix does get the move. He's going to go for a down side. What is he doing? He goes for it and he pushes him off. Here comes DJ Lama now on the fight in the battle for 4th. This is crazy racing here at Las Vegas. Can he go on the inside? DJ Lama, he's going to be very patient. Good idea. And Felix goes down the inside. Yes, he will keep the 10 seconds, CB. Down the straight. Oh, DJ doesn't know where to go. And what is going on? They're all weaving in the straights, like when they're right next to each other. That's very dangerous driving. I mean, because of the overspeed and the fact that they were side by side, that was dangerous. DJ Lama though, still there. He could have sent a move there, but I think he's going to take better of it. And really, he should be saving battery. Dervas losing touch with these guys. This race is coming undone. To the outside goes DJ Lama, side by side with Felix, heading through here now. Goes around the outside. Yeah, where are the safety cars? Are they even on? I don't know. I'm going to wait for a battle to end just in case. It's good. Now it's a 3-car train for 4th place on track. And Felix. Safety cars are on increase, so the fact that hasn't been a safety car yet is crazy. Here comes Felix on DJ with the battery. Is you a pause, Dan? There it does. It does lose time. I don't know. Oh, big accident! Oh my god! Huge, oh my god, huge accident. Holy shit. Big fucking crash for DJ Llama, and he's out. Felix involved, Dervas involved as well, and he's had a huge crash on the straight. That was one of the biggest crashes of the season. And that was, Felix will get a penalty for that without question. And that means that Fabian can serve his penalty. Felix is now pitted, Dervas does too. Oh, but he pitted for mediums. And Dan almost got taken up by the safety car now, and this has turned the race on its head. That's tough. It's going to be like 3 laps to go down. USAFs might just about be quicker than mediums, but it's really hard to say. What, John? You're going to do a penalty? Okay, I'll watch. Fabian, I'm going to watch him too. He's probably going to do his penalty. That has turned the race on its head. Felix does get a red card, and it's the same colour as his tyre. Sadly, I think he would have had a chance to win as well, as the sad thing. Not yet, but he will when he pits now. He has damage. Might actually fix his front wing as well while he's at it, because that wouldn't be that bad of a sacrifice. John as well should serve his penalty, and I'll watch him to do that. Felix, you can serve. You could have served your penalty in the pit lane, by the way. Oh, you did you? Okay. I mean, no, Dan, doesn't matter because it's a safety car, so he'll be able to serve it, and it would make a difference even if he did, because he wouldn't lose any track to him. John chose the day to go with nowhere near him, so it doesn't make any difference. So yes, Felix served his penalty. John, so yeah, because he knows that the delta doesn't matter when you're about to enter the pit lane. He's not stupid. Fabian though coming through. I'm expecting a Felix what the fuck in the Discord. Yeah, I agree. That's so sad for DJ Llama. He had a really good race coming up there. He was really starting to carve through the field, and Felix will, without question, get a penalty for that incident. And yeah, Fabian pitting for a new front wing and to serve his penalty, I think. And he comes out now. He's going to come out in second, is he? That's not good for these guys. It's going to be close though. So John leading the way with a serve penalty. Fabian is in second, Dan in third. And it's going to be all hell breaking loose on the final few laps of the season. What a race we have in store for us at the end. Harry's staying out, not a bad idea. It's better to have track position at this point, to be fair. CB said, I swear to God, why can't Felix drive side by side? Honestly, ask him, I guess. Dervas in 5th, Felix in 6th place, Unchosen 7th, and 8th to David Goat. I think, although the CB is probably because he's a controller player, I've noticed an issue with all controller players that have janky inputs sometimes on straights. They tend to weave and tap people. Take Charlie, from seasons 7 and 8 as an example of that. And in Singapore, yeah, that's very common. I was joking. Oh, I see. Still, wheel spin for Felix, spinning into his tyre, but because that was his wheel spin, it was his fault, so Felix will get a penalty for that incident. And it'll be unservable. It'll be added after the race. I think it'll be 10 seconds realistically, so we'll see how that goes. Unchosen is very far behind the safety car pack, and Data Goat's pitting too, so we're not going to go anytime soon. Well, we might go in the stop actually for the leaders, but I don't know about anyone else. That's good news for John though. Track position is good, and I hope Fabian understands. Fabian, I don't know if you can hear me. Please respond in the Discord if you can. John has served his 3-second time penalty, so you'd have to overtake him on track to win the race. Yeah, so it's 4 position. Everyone in the top few positions. Dan may have a penalty coming his way. We'll have to find out after the race. Problem is though, Dan, it's not about the winning. It's about are you going to get the podium even because there's cars behind you on the restart. Dervas still with a great chance of fresh medium tyres. So I think this battle really is between John and Fabian. We'll see if they collide or anything on the restart. We'll see. This could be an insane restart though, regardless. The final restart of the season. 2 laps to go we'll have when we restart, I'm sure. And by then we'll have had Unchosen and Day to go just about catching up, I think. So it's going to be a very interesting end to the race. Dervas says, give my apologies to Harry. I thought he was letting me go. Yeah, Harry, you're doing us with it. Hey. that overtake from Harry was very good. It was as good as the Fabian overtake as well. Some very good overtakes today, I must say. This has been one of the best races of the season. I would say this is the second best race of the season behind Imola, for pure drama. All cars have had issues in this race. Oh, John, if you watch TikTok again, I'm gonna fucking kick you from this Discord as well. Oh, and the Chosen gets a 3-second time penalty for putting the corner under the safety car. I don't know why Unchosen did that, because he was easily going to catch the safety car before the restart, so I don't know why he just gave himself a penalty. That is definitely going to still apply. Thank you very much. It wouldn't be a last lap restart. It's going to be this lap, tell you. Harry was going X-Factor mode there as he sang down the corner. It's very majestic. As we're waiting for David to go safety car, as you expect, in this lap. Now, will it be like season 10? Let's find out if you have a ginormous restart plan. And David Go gets another penalty now as he cuts the corner trying to catch up. And again, penalties for catching up do still count. I hope everyone knows that. Yeah, that's unlucky that he couldn't catch that. It's because he pitted. He probably should have just stayed out and firmed it and just got near the fight, because then he could have overtaken some people if they spun. But it's going to be really close here. John leaving it as late as possible to restart. He's going to go now. And Fabian getting caught out a little bit. Down there, side by side with Bad Boy already. On this far lap order, medium size. Oh, big contact behind. And Dan and Harry have crashed in the first corner. And Harry got squeezed by Dan going to the first corner. And Dervas is now third. And Fabian now, and there's complete chaos in the Discord as they're all yelling at each other. This is so funny. Unchosen's in 4th place. What the fuck? And Dervas is third. Fabian is battling for the lead now. Yellow flags are out once again. What's happening now? And Dan being overtaken by Harry now down the straight. What is this race, man? And Derva's still ahead with Unchosen behind that. And Dan's already slim chances of winning. Oh, gone. So are Harry's. Yeah, I'll be honest, Dan, we're all side by side with you. But whatever. And Fabian, though, very close to John. John can win the race. This is for position. Between these guys. And already a ticket's been logged for DJ Llama. I'm not surprised. And now Fabian will chase down John as best he can. There's 1 lap to go next time around, and then we'll have DRS in the final lap. So this is going to be a really interesting final lap of the race between these two. Meanwhile, it's Felix versus Unchosen, the two Ferraris battling down the straight. What's going to happen on this final lap between these two? This is an insane final race of the season, as I was hoping it would be at Las Vegas, and it did not disappoint. Unchosen, though, he's got another solution. He just got overtaken. He's going to just send it around the outside of his teammate into the corner. They're both going to go in deep, but they just make the corner. Great race between them, and Felix gets ahead of him. But with the penalty most likely coming his way, it's not looking good for him. Zervas, if the top two collide, could still win, and he's third right at the moment, looking for his first podium of the season since he won in Imola earlier this season, which was his only podium so far this season. Zervas with a great race. Or could have won earlier in the race if sense of position. Didn't quite have the pace to do so. And got very unlucky with some of the incidents that there were. But now it's Fabian versus John for the championship. For the win. In the final race of the season. Fabian, though, chasing him down. It's a purple first sector for John. He's looking really fast here. John could still win the race. But he needs to be careful how he's saving his battery, because if he's not saving enough, Fabian will have to DRS on him, and it's going to be really tight. But look, it is so close. He's actually losing time, is Fabian. Out of nowhere, it looks like John's picking up a huge amount of pace at the end of this race. He's really pushing as hard as he possibly can. It's going to be this. I don't know if he's going to have enough. If John can get a nice corner here, I think it's going to be enough for Fabian to lose this race. But Fabian gets a really good corner. Is that going to be enough? He's using the hot lap off the corner. This is so close. John versus Fabian for the victory. Fabian for his third of the season. John for his second of the season and second in 3 races. It's so close going down the straight. And Harry's going to fight Dan all the way to the end at the very end of this race. Fabian with the DRS is chasing him down. Is it going to be enough, or is it going to be a repeat of Brazil? Now, if John makes a mistake, it's going to be that. Oh, Fabian goes in deep, and it looks like it's going to be John with the 3 seconds that he's already served during the safety car. He's going to win the race. And John, out of nowhere, in an incredible race, is going to win the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Meanwhile, it's going to be Fabian second. Obviously, the game will give it to Fabian, but it was not Fabian's win. Dan, though, just behind. Verbas gets a podium. Wonderful result. Felix goes in fourth, but he may get a penalty, which could mean Unchosen gets into fourth place. Harry goes to sixth, Dan in seventh, crashes over the line. And now David Goat is going to finish eighth. Comes across the line. Where's he going to be? And it's going to be... Oh, he's going to drive into... Yes, he does! Big accident after the race. Wonderful. And that concludes season 11 of NPL. And John wins from Fabian second and Dervas third. What a podium for the final race of the season. Absolute cinema. John gets the win and a really good result for him. Very unpredictable race, and it really ended up in a great result for them. What a race. Wow, that was awesome. I enjoyed that. Thanks for watching this insane race at Las Vegas. One of the best races of the season. It might actually have been the best race. It's hard to say. I think it was the second best behind Imola because that race was insane, but this race was absolutely fantastic. Very fun race to watch. And John wins for Fabian second, Dervas in third, and I can't tell you what the rest of the results are. We could have so many penalties coming this way. So for now, I would predict that Unchosen probably got fourth. I don't know. I mean, he did get the 3 seconds actually, so Harry may have actually... I think Harry did actually get fourth, so that's good for him. Unless Harry got a penalty himself, we'll find out if anything gets investigated. So many penalties can be awarded for this race, so I think Felix will get a penalty, Dan will get a penalty most likely, Harry might, Dervas might, so there's a lot still to come. Fucking, yeah, we get it done. Anyway, that's it. Season 11 is over. We'll see you for season 12 in 2 weeks. It'll start for Bahrain, Australia. We're going to be back for F1 and F2, and what's going to be an awesome season of MPL. See you very soon. Thank you for tuning in to a great season of season 11.